What's going on? This is Voss. For all the latest and greatest in battle rap news, you're tuned into rapgrid.com. You can check me out at Voss the Rapper on Instagram, who is Mike Voss on Twitter, vossmusic.com. The rapper, not the water. Peace.
Alright, Diz. For anyone that follows you on Instagram, or for anyone that followed you back in the MySpace days, you would notice that you would notice that you always had some like Goku and Gohan drawings on your shit. So
Kakaroto.
And you can tell from your random outbursts of Japanese.
Nanda!
Even your battle was dumbfounded that you obviously have a connect with Asian culture.
Yeah.
Right? And me and you talk about anime. We talk about Death Note and shit with Soul.
I'm obsessed with Asian culture, a lot of it.
Is it Asian culture? Is it just anime? What is it?
No, it's more Japanese, obviously. But it's still Chinese, you know. I just, Filipino especially, but I'm talking about like straight Asian. I don't even know how to describe Filipinos, to be honest with you. I think they're their own breed. But, you know what I mean? But Japanese culture has always been fascinating as fuck to me. I mean, definitely the anime has always been a big thing, because since we were kids, every hero of mine was damn near a fucking anime character, because it used to be Captain Tsubasa, who is a Japanese character who's just like Goku, but he's a soccer Goku. So he kicks the ball crazy, and he does these fireball kicks, and I was obsessed with soccer when I was a kid, so you know what I'm saying? That was my first fucking hero, and then I wasn't into Sailor Moon and all that fucking bullshit. But Grandizer and fucking these type of things that people don't fucking know about out here before fucking Voltron and all that bullshit. We're talking about the real Grandizer and all these motherfuckers, like cats who don't know what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? I think what it was is there was certain American culture growing up that I wasn't into. I was into the WWF shit, but then I wasn't into like American cartoons, like at all.
Like
Zero.
Flintstones and
Fuck no. I've never watched any of that shit. I've never watched Flintstones, none of the Batmans, Supermans, those characters. I never got into them. Just those things weren't like, to me, they weren't just a part of my life, you know what I'm saying? And that's why I was just into different shit. And then Dragon Ball Z, obviously, that was just like, to me, that was like, oh shit, there's a character that can beat up Superman and all these people. This is what I want to watch. And then it had like real storylines. And you know what it was? The Japanese are just fucking better. It's just facts, man. I'm a proud American, but I'm sorry, man. Like, they're just way better. They have plots. They have their storylines. They're just smarter. It's Death Note. One of the most Death Note. You know about Death Note. A lot of people are not too familiar with Death Note, and some people might see it and be like, "What the fuck is this?" These are the funniest people for me, because either you're just being stereotypical and just retarded and not understanding, or you're just not. I don't know. I'm not even giving you options at this point, because if you don't get it, that is like the most genius put together piece of work that's almost ever been created. Like, if Death Note was a movie, it would destroy the box office, shatter it in a million pieces, shit on all the fucking Hollywood writers that have ever tried to write anything. It would take a combination of every writer, director in Hollywood ever to recreate that, and they just wouldn't, because it was just such a genius piece of work. And that's what I was obsessed with, just the depth. It just, there's either depth or you watch Tom and Jerry. That was the difference, you know what I mean? There's kids who love Tom and Jerry. I was into the real shit. You know what I mean?
You know what's funny is that I tells me,
Arigato.
I goes, yo, man, can't get into that anime shit.
Who?
And he goes, yo,
he
goes, what is the teardrop? Like, what is the teardrop?
Well, they don't do that no more. That's like old weird shit,
that's
like the
teardrop. He's like, everything I seen had the teardrop in it.
Well, that's just like American cartoons having birds flying over your head when you get punched. I mean, what the fuck? It's the same shit. It's a dumb fucking teardrop. But it's like, I can see why people are very like reluctant to like understand. Like, they look at it and they're like, oh, they just hear and some of it's corny and goofy. But you got to look past that. As a real anime fan, if you are a real anime fan, like if you're a Dragon Ball fan, okay, there's going to be a bunch of gay shit right now. We're going to sit through this, and then the real fighting is going to start. You know what I mean? I forward the fucking, you know, the Chaozu or whatever the fuck those little fucking characters are called, you know, the ones with the fucking, you know, I forward through the Cybermen and these weirdos. I don't fucking watch that shit. I go to the real shit right away, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, I mean, hey, man, it's something in it for everybody. I still fuck with it now because, you know, I haven't watched Dragon Ball Z since I was fucking way younger, but they restarted it. And Akira Toriyama, man, it's a motherfucking genius. It's a walking god right there. I'll tell you what I do like. I like Ninja Scroll.
Okay.
Yeah. Like, scenes like the fucking crazy big dude that was sitting in the fucking tree fucking throwing his axe and it would come back around and... Man, that's like some of the most murderous fucking anime shit that you could ever watch. Like the Ninja Scroll shit, the 7 dragons, that's what they're called, the 7 devils or the 7 dragons that are in Ninja Scroll that the guy has to defeat. Each one of those fucking like devils or dragons, I forgot what they were, but each one of them, they were devils, the 7 devils, and each one of them was just a crazy fucking predator character that the Japanese created that was just insane, you know what I mean? Like, that shit is crazy, you know what I mean?
Pokemon.
I don't see. Like, I've never watched Pokemon. I know Pikachu, the yellow guy. That's the only guy I can name.
Did you collect the cards in 8th grade?
No cards. You know what I did do though? I used to slam Pogs. You ever slam Pogs?
Yeah, I had the Shaq Pogs.
They took my shit away, man. And you know what's so crazy? The school that I just did a fucking a hearing at for battle rap, I did a whole lecture, and that was the school that I literally set on fire, did a bunch of crazy shit to it, fucked up, like smashed out their windows, like destroyed the school on some Dennis the Menace shit. But I remember the downfall with me in that school started when they took all my fucking Pogs away. See what happened, it became a fucking epidemic of Pogs in the school. And the kids were just fighting and people getting beat down over Pogs, bro. Like, it was just, what? People were getting beat up over Pogs, and then pretty much they outlawed Pogs in the school, and whoever had them would get them confiscated. We still played, and then they took like 250 of my Pogs, like a huge collection, bro. You know how it's like. And it was just insane, bro. Like, they were not giving anybody their shit back, and like parents weren't gonna stand up for you. Like, we were all rebellious kids, so it was like we were getting got. Like dog. I remember going into the principal's office, and they had a fucking closet with like 3,000-4,000 Pogs in it, and all we would try to think of is how to break into this fucking office and just hit the holy grail of goddamn Pogs, bro. But yeah, no, none of the other shit. I used to also, you know what I mean, if you want to go back and go get with the throwbacks, Garbage Pail Kids, we used to collect them motherfucking stickers too. See, that's like the American shit that I did when I was a kid. You know what I mean? That type of shit. I didn't fucking watch fucking Batman. I'm here to save Gotham. Get the fuck out of here.
So you don't like Daylight then?
Of course I like Daylight, but Daylight he's gonna become whatever character. If Daylight was in Japan, he would become whatever Japanese character he needs to become. See, Daylight does know about the Japanese shit though. He's a smart one.
So
he knows.
I'm gonna say one more thing about this, and then this is the end of the Japanese.
Fucking anime section, you got me in there.
You ready?
Battle rap anime.
If I could say you're one Dragon, because everyone's seen Dragon Ball Z.
Right. Yeah. It's seriously everybody's
It's
fucking. It's the most watched cartoon of all time.
If the majority of people could say you're one Dragon Ball Z character, who do you think it is? I already know who it is, but who do you think it is?
You see, I don't think it's who you're thinking. And a lot of people have always thought that I'm more of a Vegeta character, but I'm not.
Who are you?
You know who I am. Who else would I be? I'm the only person that's genuine and really pure like this.
Well, with
you gotta think about it. With how crazy I am and how still of a fucking real motherfucker and how pure I am, like, I can only be one person. I'm fucking Goku to this bitch. Everybody knows that.
With your hair at that length.
Go on. I'm like Team Go On. No, I mean, I've always, and it's crazy because I've always felt like I had a Vegeta type of personality because of, you know, my anger and everything. And I do. I still do feel like I do because he's still a good guy at the end of the day. I just feel like I'm more of a good guy than Vegeta is. I'm a real good guy. But I want to destroy, like, I don't have a problem destroying something that doesn't belong on this planet. You know what I mean? I have a complete warped ideology of how I look at things. But, I mean, in the end of the day, I feel like I understand what negative energy is right now, and I'm just trying to control it more than destroy it. But some energy needs to be wiped out, man, and that's a fact. I don't kill animals and I don't kill insects and I don't fucking do none of that. But some humans, they need to be executed, bro. You never stepped on an ant before? No, I don't step on ants because I fucking respect them, their life. It's very weird to hear this coming from me, of course, because what we do warps a lot of these fans' perception of who we really are at the end of the day. You know, all these battle rappers are fucking like, they only would tell you. They just don't have the confidence to. Me, I don't give a fuck. I let my balls hang, all that. Like, I'll just tell people, like, this is what it is. You gotta respect what it is and just take that motherfucker outside or just let it do what it does. Go on murdering other insects and just fuck. That's the cycle that it's in. You don't fuck with that game. That's how I think, bro. You know what I mean? That's why I'm like Goku.
So if, when you battle DNA and you boot block it and drop the helicopter and it landed on some spiders.
Oh my God. You gotta understand too, when we're mad, morals go out the window. That's why we gotta learn how to be better people all the time. You gotta work on it. I work on it. Some people hold one of those stress ball type of things. I fucked me some pussy with an incredible speed and fucking power. Speed and power. And that's how I let off my anger, or I do some shit like that. You know what I mean? Everybody got their own ways, but at the end of the day, you know what I mean? You gotta control that shit, man.
Nigga that was supposed to get picked over Jordan that time.
You talking about Sam Bowie?
That's what it was. Me and Rhea at the same time. We both was in college. We both was killing. It's just a coincidence. Rex was the nigga to get picked, and I kept going, and I took off.
So I come from a neighborhood called Pokmon, Peru. You know, my father had heavy affiliations within the neighborhood, so all of my uncles and all people that I looked up to was from the neighborhood. So I really had no choice but to be from the neighborhood or affiliate myself